Getting ready.
Aloha! So, it is April 26th and we just got back from a week of adventuring and going to beaches and doing hikes all this week, and now we are in St. Thomas at Charlotte Amalie.
We did our hikes and stuff in St. John.
Yeah, we did our hikes and stuff at St. John and saw the pretty beaches we never got to see while we were here. And so now we are preparing for our voyage around May 3rd for an 8-day sail. So today is our last day of grocery shopping. So we got a ton of food. There's some of the mess that we haven't put away yet. We put away a lot of stuff already. We are shopping a week ahead of time so that we are not exposed to the virus here, and we are going to stay on the boat, make sure we're not sick before we leave, and prepare the boat. So I'll show you some things we do to prepare. Ryan cleaned the freezer out to make room. Lots of ice. Ryan wants me to show you the freezer. Lots of room!
Good job, Ryan.
Ryan and Kelsey went to the grocery store. Kelsey is hungover.
Woo!
Ryan and I are not drinking because we don't want to feel sick or...
We want to be as healthy as we can.
Yeah, we want to be as healthy. We want to be as healthy as we can. But Kelsey is a 25-year-old risk taker, so
I'm young and dumb.
that's why she's drinking. So we'll show you some things we do along the way this week of what we're doing to prepare.
Got a very long list.
Yes.
Getting ready.
Getting ready to prepare the boat.
Yeah, gotta soak my coffee in first.
What's the next thing we're gonna do to prepare the boat?
Take out the jack lines and put all our fishing poles and surfboard and everything away.
Woohoo!
That's probably my job.
Because I think our fishing poles are too small. We tried it. I think we caught a big fish one time and then it broke the line, and so we gave up.
We caught a towel once.
Yeah, we caught a towel. We're not very good at fishing, so if anyone wants to teach us fishing, we'll gladly have you aboard. Yeah, we're just terrible fisherwomen. One of the things we do to prepare is food saver. One, to make room in the freezer, and to get rid of trash so that we don't accumulate trash underway. Oh. Now it's sealing. We usually like to buy organic meat, but there is none here. So don't judge us. We might try to do the paleo diet again when we get back to Charleston. Not in Key Largo. Now it's sealing. All done.
Chee-hoo!
Kira's already tired. Uh oh. He's awake. Ryan made a list. We have to finish all of these things before we leave.
What are you doing, Jessica?
I am putting the jack lines on so that we can clip in underway and stay safely on the boat.
So, it looks like there's fair odds we're gonna have to do a fair bit of motoring on this sailback, just because it's downwind at really light winds, and if we wanted to sail it, we'd be going 3 knots. So motor sailing is probably gonna happen, so I'm changing the oil. But we had parts enough to do it, so I'm doing it.
So we made different schedules for our night shifts. So we have different options here. There's a 4-hour one, a 3 to 4 hour one, and 2 to 4 hour one. And someone has to be on baby duty in the morning, so it's probably me.
Alrighty, so I am moving the solar panel to solar panel charging cables from behind the compass, because I think that was causing some interference. It was definitely the VHF. The VHF used to hang right here, and this speaker has a magnet in it, and that was definitely causing an issue. But even after moving it over here now, there still seems to be an issue. So I'm gonna move the cables, the solar cables, so from out from behind here to up from behind the throttle control right here. So I'm just trying to make, yeah, that'll work. All right, so I have a spot to put all of them now, so I just have to reroute them through, and at least our compass should now be accurate, so if we get struck by lightning or something, we can actually use the compass to get the right direction and hit Florida instead of Cuba or something like that.
The jack lines are all finished. Yep, they're all up. So we just gotta put all this stuff away still. It's a mess.
Ooh, I'm tired.
Me too.
This is just day one of boat prep.
I didn't do anything today.
Woohoo! End of day one, getting the boat ready to go. Aww.
Sweet girl.
All right. So we're doing kind of second to last fuel stop, getting all the big diesel and stuff like that. We just bought 4 jerry cans because we're gonna have to be doing a lot of motoring. This route that we're taking back doesn't have a lot of wind on it, especially once we get past like Haiti. There's just no wind. So we're either gonna be sailing at 2-3 knots or no knots, or we're gonna need to burn fuel. And we carry a teeny amount of fuel in our primary fuel tank. It's only 25 gallons per tank. That's less than this. For this range and for safety, we just needed to buy some more jerry cans. So I think now we're gonna be carrying about 130 gallons of fuel total. We are leaving. We're currently in the US Virgin Islands, and we're going to go from here to Key Largo. Minimally an 8-day sail from here, but the wind is gonna be really, really light. So I think we're gonna have to do a lot of light wind sailing, and we're gonna have to motor.
We're gonna sail as much as possible.
Yeah, otherwise when we motor, we're gonna have to motor with one engine on at 2,000 RPM. In theory, that will stretch it. If we can do 4 knots, we could almost motor the whole way back at that rate, slowly. So it's gonna be more than 8 days is kind of my point, probably. 10.5 is what I've been calculating if we do 4 knots. So this is gonna be a big sail for us, because this is significantly longer than our longest thing. I think our longest thing was 3.5 days. We're leaving with the Salty Dog Flotilla. They leave every Sunday, and there's like 50-something boats leaving the same day as us from just all of the Caribbean. Most of them are in the US Virgin Islands.
That makes me feel better having boats around us.
There'll be people around, and we definitely won't be alone out there. I'm not nervous, but I'm a little like that nervous energy that you get when you're getting ready to do something big.
I'm nervous.
I just want to get going, you know, like.
And I want to get going. I'm nervous and I want to get going.
The East Coast weather, East Coast of the United States weather has been pretty volatile for the past few weeks. These low pressures and high pressure systems keep coming off hard, and there's like every few days there's like higher than gale force winds somewhere off the East Coast of the United States. And the forecasts are so dynamic that nothing is more accurate more than a few days out. So we're gonna leave here and not really know what the weather's gonna be like when we get there. Now, as being part of the flotilla, we get free Chris Parker weather updates. Chris Parker is this dude who, he basically does weather for cruisers. And so it's kind of cool, but we only have the Garmin inReach. So all we get's SMSs there. So we'll see how well that is. We won't be able to see the weather. We'll just have to trust this little text message and go based on what it says, which I don't love. At this point, I wish we had like a Iridium Go, because with the Iridium Go, you can actually see the weather. So we've never really been properly rigged for spinnaker sailing. So it's always a hodgepodge of old lines and stuff like that, but it works. So this is a hodgepodge of old blocks that are way bigger than meant, but they'll do the job. So these are gonna redirect the spinnaker sheets or guidelines, I'm not entirely sure the terminology, up to this area.
I just got done cleaning in the cockpit for maybe my last time ever, fingers crossed, if they don't make me do it as a farewell gift. And Jessica's editing and Kira just woke up, and it's just the last few days getting ready to rock.
We have basically got our list done and we are ready to go. We leave tomorrow and we are all excited. We let's see what we did. We did the engine checks, we did the outside boat prep, we prepare for war is what we say, so that, you know, even though the conditions are supposed to be really, really light, we're ready in case we do get a storm. Everything is locked down, tied down, nothing's gonna shift around. Basically we act like we're a monohull. I think the biggest thing we did to prep was, we've been cruising, so the boat's in cruise worthy shape, but it's all the provisioning, all the fuel, food, and water was kind of the biggest thing we did. Yeah, I'm excited, I'm ready to go. I get the hunch that this is probably gonna take a little bit longer than we anticipate, but we're ready for it. So I think I hear the baby waking up and we gotta go. Thanks for watching this video. The next one will probably be our passage, and hopefully it's a fun and relaxing video, but if not, it'll be interesting content, I'm sure. Alright, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.